Hello, I'm Dan Rather. Welcome to the CBS Evening News Online Edition. Just ahead, how hard and how soon will sky-high oil prices hit you in the pocketbook? Also, is the draft making a comeback? Where the presidential candidates stand in CBS's election series, what does it mean to you? And they promised to remove fat from their products. So why hasn't McDonald's done it? It's all starting now on the CBS Evening News Online Edition. How high will it go? Oil broke through the $50 a barrel level in trading today for the first time ever. It closed a bit lower, but still an all-time high, the third record high in a row. Even a pledge by Saudi Arabia today to pump more oil into the markets didn't help. CBS's Anthony Mason reports what's driving prices up and the possible impact on the U.S. economy and your pocketbook.
In the oil trading pits, the price of crude continued to soar, closing at another record high, just 10 cents shy of $50 a barrel.
If a few things go wrong, we could see oil prices not just at $50, but maybe $60 and higher.
Why? Pipelines in Iraq have been under constant attack.
Oh, my God!
The parade of hurricanes has caused havoc for the offshore rigs in the Gulf of Mexico. And now, armed unrest in Nigeria threatens to disrupt production in the fifth largest supplier to the U.S.
As soon as it looks like we're going to get through one problem, another problem develops.
And that's a problem for the U.S. economy.
Higher energy prices is probably the worst thing outside of another act of terrorism that could happen to our economy.
Economist Mark Sandy.
It's like a tax increase, with the exception that the tax revenues don't go to our friendly government, who turn around and presumably do something good with it.
Instead, it goes to OPEC and other foreign energy producers.
Unless the sheikhs are shopping at Tiffany's in New York, it's really not doing us much good here.
Overall, the economy is growing, but a new survey shows consumer confidence down for the second straight month.
It's jobs. It's all about the jobs, yeah.
In Dallas, Jeffrey Lammer's new job pays half what his old one did, and Jenny Nguyen is being more careful about what she buys because she's worried about her job.
Business is down, which means that the economy is probably down, so which means that there might be future layoff in the companies.
When you're looking at the economy, it's good to say there are good parts, there are bad parts, and there's some pretty ugly parts as well.
And energy prices could get even uglier. Usually this time of year, we're stocking up on oil inventories for the winter. Instead, those inventories are actually dropping, which could make it very expensive to stay warm this winter.
It's no secret the all-volunteer U.S. military, especially the Army, Marines, and many reserve units, are stretched thin in Iraq and Afghanistan. So what about bringing back the draft? A lot of Americans are worried about that. Where do the presidential candidates stand? CBS's Richard Schlesinger tells you in the Eye on America election series, what does it mean to you?
Beverly Coco has spent most of her life protecting children in Philadelphia.
Hold on a second, they're not paying attention.
She usually worries about other people's kids.
Do all your homework. Gonna go get your sister? Where's your mommy?
But as Election Day approaches, it's her own two grown sons who Beverly is most worried about.
I go to bed every night and I pray, and I actually get sick to my stomach. I'm very worried. I'm scared. I'm absolutely scared. I'm petrified.
Beverly is petrified about a military draft, and she's not alone. Mass emails are circulating among worried parents. But neither President Bush nor John Kerry has said he will reinstitute the draft. In fact, they both say they will not.
I will give us a foreign policy that absolutely makes it unnecessary to have a draft for this country.
Kerry says he'll try to get allies of the U.S. to send troops that could relieve American soldiers in Iraq. The Bush administration says that is pure fantasy. The president wants to train more Iraqi troops to take over for the Americans.
The war on terror will continue. It's going to take a while. And no, we don't need a draft.
But Beverly's not buying it. She's a Republican, but she's also a single-issue voter.
Would you vote for a Democrat?
Absolutely. I would vote for Howdy Doody if I thought it would keep my boys home and safe.
In fact, there are at least 3 votes in this House riding on the draft, Beverly's and her sons, Carmen and Nick.
Are you guys worried about being drafted?
Sure. Yeah, it's the talk. There's the talks there, and though people aren't actually coming out and saying it, it's there.
The machinery for a draft is already in place, and the acting director of Selective Service believes he could start drafting people quickly.
I think that we could do it in less than 6 months if we got the call.
This time there would be no long deferments for college students, and a lot more people could be eligible for the draft than ever before. Men and women aged 18 to 26 could be called up. Of course, there hasn't been a draft since 1973, but that's not much comfort to Beverly Coco.
All right, come on.
So she's keeping a sharp eye on the political traffic. She's a Bush supporter today, but if she doesn't like what she hears between now and November, Beverly could easily cross over.
So good to see ya.
In Philadelphia, I'm Richard Schlesinger for Eye on America.
Mickey D and reality. Most health experts put trans fat at the top of the list of fast food ingredients linked to heart disease. McDonald's promised to cut trans fat. But did it? CBS's Cynthia Bowers serves up this reality check.
Less fatty fries at McDonald's? It sounded too good to be true when the fast food giant made the promise 2 years ago.
It's a win-win for our customers because they're getting the same great taste along with an even better nutrition profile.
Its promise to eliminate artery-clogging trans fat from its frying vats was part of a huge public relations blitz designed to counter criticism that fast food was putting Americans on a fast track to obesity. But 2 years later, critics say
McDonald's hasn't done anything.
The Center for Science in the Public Interest is so outraged that McDonald's hasn't fully switched to healthier cooking, it recently put the company's feet to the fryer with this full-page heart attack ad.
Tens of thousands of people are dying prematurely because of the trans fat in our food supply. And we've got to put pressure on these companies to get it out of their products.
For its part, McDonald's points out it has cut some of the fat on chicken products, but warned consumers last year the fries will take a bit longer. But they are continuing with ongoing tests.
But let's be honest. How many people order McDonald's French fries because they think they're somewhat healthier? They eat them because they taste good.
When you have a product that millions of people love, you don't mess with it.
And while some customers say this is simply big business as usual,
it's more money over morals.
Most in our informal survey know exactly what they're getting when they go there.
If you want to eat healthy, you go to one of those little tofu places.
They're coming in for a happy meal, not a healthy one. Cynthia Bowers, CBS News, Chicago.
More stories are just a click away. But don't forget to join me on television for the on-air edition of the CBS Evening News. On Wednesday, why advertisers want to see inside your head, literally. For CBSNews.com, I'm Dan Rather.